Hi guys. Welcome to Luca Tech TV. In this video, we will talk about 7 interesting facts about quantum physics you can't miss. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Throughout human history, the world may have been a mysterious place full of mystery and awe. We have constructed hypotheses about how our universe functions that were backed by the data at the time, which gave rise to religion. Philosophy and science finally joined forces to examine the universe at a subatomic quantum level, but as science has done so, the fundamental truth underlying all of reality has emerged as being stranger than any work of fiction. Number 7 is entanglement. When two particles interact, they form an entangled relationship, making it one of the strangest aspects of quantum physics. Now consider keeping one particle. If a scientist were to live thousands of miles away and transmit the other particle, let's call it Y, you may think that the two particles would not be connected because of their distance. But you'd be mistaken. If you shift the direction that X is spinning in, Y will start spinning in the exact opposite direction hundreds of kilometers distant. Immediately, it's not entirely clear how this is feasible. But thanks to the fact that entangled particles were finally and unexpectedly seen on camera in July 2019, we can now say with certainty that this unsettling behavior is true. Number 6 is consciousness creates the universe. This one is contentious and has been discussed for a century. However, this fascinating hypothesis, which is still backed by well-known physicists like Henri Staff, contends that awareness is fundamental to the universe. Additionally, the universe is created in some way by awareness. When we look about, we recall that objects can be both particles and waves at the same time. Many think that humans perceive the world as solid objects because when a wave is measured, it must collapse into a solid point. The weird implication of this is that when we are not looking at something, it doesn't actually exist in any solid state, according to Henri Staff, who thinks that our brains are what triggers this collapse when we gaze at things. This is accurate. It is our brains that create reality. In fact, as you hear this, I am physically being created. Number 5 is time doesn't exist. Theoretical physicist Carlo Rovelli makes the startling assertion that time is not real in his book The Order of Time. According to him, understanding the universe at a quantum level is possible without even considering time. While the world is changing right before our eyes as time moves forward, Rovelli notes this is only a trick, as quantum mechanics demonstrates. According to Rovelli, our brains have evolved to interpret and experience the cosmos in a particular way at the quantum level. Things don't always happen in a straight line. Because they aren't really there to block the road. The universe is primarily a collection of random occurring occurrences, contrary to what we have typically believed. He believes that the universe is chaotic and that we merely organize this information in order to make sense of the universe. I can agree to that when you say that, because my life is filled with strange coincidences of all different kinds. Number 4 are hidden variables. When we don't comprehend something in our daily lives, we often assume that we are lacking something. If you try to fix a car engine and are unable to determine why it isn't working, it's likely that you lack the quantum physics understanding necessary to do so. The hidden variable theory is a concept that is comparable to this one. This implies that because quantum physics seems so strange to us and so dissimilar from our everyday experiences, we must be missing variables that may explain and make everything make sense. Some physicists, though, assert that concealed variables are imperceptible. This implies that reality will always elude our comprehension. From this vantage point, the cosmos will always be a mystery, which I'm happy with because I enjoy a good mystery. Number 3 is the many worlds hypothesis. With concepts like awareness, quantum physics is extremely weird. As it turns out, many physicists concur that reality is created by collapsing waves into single points, which is why many think they have solved this weirdness with their own theory, the many worlds interpretation. However, as with everything quantum, even the solution to this weirdness has mind-blowing implications. Your subjective perceptions of a universe in which the wave function collapsed into one state but there are yet possibly an endless number of other states, as suggested by consequences theories, having distinct states means that you have a version of yourself who is a well-known performer and another version of yourself who is a prisoner. You've been stealing things all the time for something. You divide into ever-increasing variations of yourself. That is a serious identity issue. Number 2 is future Big Bangs. Cosmology suggests that the universe's fate may be very black indeed, but quantum physics may offer a method to avoid this gloomy conclusion. An accepted theory in cosmology holds that the universe's matter will eventually unwind until no more stars, planets, or fast food restaurants remain. Fast food will always be available, but honestly, that event is known as the Great Freeze, in which everything will become completely black and incredibly cold. However, some quantum physicists think that in this event, over a period of time measured in trillions of years, a phenomenon known as quantum tunneling would eventually spontaneously create a new Big Bang from the eventual demise of the universe, giving rise to a new universe populated by stars, planets, and people. Number 1 is quantum biology. The goal of biology has always been to comprehend life on a macroscale, but a brand new discipline called quantum biology is providing the animal world with its own mind-blowing revelations. Quantum biologists believe that some organisms, if not all, have evolved to utilize quantum phenomena in some way. Others speculate that the way that plants convert light into energy may necessitate the usage of quantum events in plant biology, just as the way that birds navigate using electromagnetic fields might likewise. The most striking of all of our theories of the mind, which postulate that quantum events may not only be employed by the human brain but may also be consciousness itself, uses biology to process quantum information. If there has never been a superhero known as the Quantum Man, it is operating at a fundamental level within matter. Looking at you, Marble, sign me up. Your characters are dying, and I could be the first bald superhero, therefore you need new material. There are probably no bald superheroes. So this is our today's video, guys. If you like our video, don't forget to subscribe my channel or hit the bell icon.